literally don't even have to panic. We literally don't even have to freak out right now. We don't even have to, like, we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because freak out the fuck.
So can someone just do it? Can someone just do it? Just do it.
I don't think I'll ever be okay. I don't think I'll ever be okay.
Oh my gosh, I hate him. I hate him so much. I hate him so much. I hate his stupid orange face so much. Oh my gosh, if I have to see his butthole lips perch one more time when he talks, I'm gonna lose my mind. I hate him so much.
No, because what just happened? I can't do another 4 years of this. What just happened? This is a joke, right? Like, we're gonna be fine. There's nothing to worry about. We're fine. We're fine. I'm gonna move.
This morning I woke up to a text from my mom that said, "Hang in there, girls. I'm so sorry about the results of this election." And it makes me cry because I can't imagine being a mom and having to text your daughters that.
And I chose family.
Let's end this reign of terror now.
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you.
We're moving on. I'm moving on. We're moving on.
I love all of this. Beta!
This can't be real. This can't be real.
It's real. You're telling me I'm supposed to just go to work tomorrow? Yes.
Electing this man is the worst thing that has ever happened on the face of this earth.
Waking up this morning like,
You are trying to figure out how you're going to move out of the US after those election results. I'm an American citizen and an Australian permanent resident, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for my Australian citizenship now.
Bye, Felicia.
I love you no matter who you voted for. I don't. I actually hate you, depending on who you voted for.
I don't understand it, to be honest. I don't understand how you could be a woman and then vote for Trump. It doesn't make any sense. It's like having your dog drive a car because he likes car rides or something. Like, it just does, like, it doesn't, none of it makes any sense. You know what I mean?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Emotional damage.
I genuinely don't even know how this could happen again. And like, I'm supposed to be getting ready for work right now, and I'm just so I just can't believe this. I just moved back to my hometown, and I moved in with my dad, and this is nothing like I remember it from when I was a child. Like, my hometown is so MAGA now. Like, everyone is a Trump supporter, and they're under this guise of, well, he's the Christian option, or like whatever. They're just, if they actually read the Bible and looked at Jesus' message, they would see that Jesus was a socialist.
I must have missed that part in the Bible that talks about Jesus advocating for seizing the means of production from the Romans.
I don't know what to say, guys. I am sad, I am disgusted, I am frustrated, I'm disappointed, I'm all of the things. I knew it was a close race, but this isn't how I thought it was going to turn out at all. I really didn't think that half this country would support this man. And I'm equal parts disgusted that they voted for him and terrified that he's going to be in charge. And then it's not just going to be him, but it's going to be J.D. Vance. I'm scared what that means for our children. I'm scared what that means for the Department of Education. I'm scared what that means for women who are dying. I'm scared what that means for immigrants.
And Paola and I have talked about this, that there is a part of that anti-blackness is a piece of it. Even though Enrique Tarrio, who's the head of the Proud Boys, is a black Latino, but he's down with whites
down with them. And there's this idea that I'm black, but I'm not black. I may look black to you. I may be black if I'm walking through Bloomingdale's and get followed around. But in my mind, I'm identifying with whiteness because whiteness means privilege and it means not being a black American. This has to be unpacked because this shift among Latino men is significant. And it says something about where we're going in this country, about whether we can create an appeal. There's also, the last thing I will throw in is the creation of the idea that everything that Vice President Harris was proposing is communism. That is a potent argument for a lot of Latinos.
So it's election day, and I'm going to do a tuna meltdown. There's the whole backstory to that. And yes, I'm wearing a Team Stormy t-shirt. I think she would be almost as good as Kamala Harris, but I'm excited about President Harris, right? We're hoping.
I have to call her on her BS right now. Everybody knows that Stormy Daniels would do a much better job than Kamala Harris.
A few moments later.
I don't think that our beloved country, America, knows what it's in for with a fascistic society and dictator. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being dramatic. To be LGBT in America is not going to be a safe thing anymore. So to be a woman in America will be even less safe than it already is. So take care of each other, have plans, make sure you know how to gather support if you're afraid to walk down the street. But I really, really wish Taylor Swift had done an event with Vice President Harris in Pennsylvania 2 months ago. We're going to keep fighting. And, Trump will crumble. I mean, he's not looking too healthy these days. And then President Vance will be terrifying and horrible because he's as crazy as Trump, but he's smart. So, and the way things are going in this country, could then get reelected. We could have President Vance for 8 years.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week or 12-week. I think theirs might be 12 weeks. Yep. But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough. And this is the reason that Republicans wanted that 60-vote threshold, because, and as they tried to do in Ohio, Governor DeSantis has bet his political future on being the champion of denying women their rights over their own bodies. He's competing, obviously, with the governor of Texas. He's thinking about a future in which he would like to inherit Donald Trump's white evangelical base. And he's decided that this is his marker, and he's been willing to use really the awesome powers of the state.
My immigrant mother just called me on the phone innocently asking me if she should start carrying her passport in case they start doing mass deportations to prove that she's a citizen. It's so sad.
Reid, along with suffering from a severe case of stage 4 TDS, that's Trump derangement syndrome, she's also an election denier. And according to the left, that makes her a threat to democracy.
They're even talking about like stealing an election. And it's making me rethink whether I do believe like election machines can be hacked. Because I've always been like, you can't hack the election machines, but they're like convincing me, I don't know, maybe you can, I don't know.
I mean, to me, in this world, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
There are all these conspiracy theories out there about Trump and whether or not they cheated. I know you say that they didn't, but I know you kind of have to.
Wait a minute, I didn't say they didn't.
I don't know about you, but I'm shaking with fear with this dangerous democracy denial.
Elon Musk, somehow using his tech connections, because I don't want to say genius because we know he's not.
Yeah, he ain't a genius.
But those relationships or whatever, because they just seem too confident. It just doesn't add up to me with all the support that she had. And I know that for you, and because of what happened with Fox and because what you do professionally with the network, you can't say it was the machines or something like that. But if you think it was the machines, but you can't say, just don't say anything. See, this is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is,
no, I know.
There are many ways to cheat in an election. And I don't ever put it past Republicans to cheat in elections because they've been busted too many times.
Let's hear now from a couple of women who are likely to be MSNBC viewers. Why do I say that? Because they are uninformed, unhappy, and a little unhinged.
I took my kids to school today and just dropped them off, and I just feel so sad, right? Like, we all knew this was coming, and then I think that yesterday was far worse than any of us could have anticipated. And I took the day off to just kind of protect my peace, and I plugged back in this morning, and it's just so bad.
And here is a lady who is very forthright in her opinions, except when faced with a fairly obvious but inconvenient question.
Stop abuse of power.
Yes.
In what regard?
Well, with everything that's happening in our politics, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Like with Trump?
Yes. It seems that money goes a long way right now with our politicians, and that needs to stop.
So would you say it was an abuse of power how they just removed Joe Biden out the Democratic primary and installed Kamala Harris?
You know, I don't know that I can comment on it.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your hosts, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Oh, Leroy, it's like I Dream of Jeannie or something. You look so good. You look so good. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that there should be a permanent look for Leroy? I think we should always have the same hairstyle.